welcome in, welcome in. Happy Friday. Home Brandon, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. All right. Today is Friday, Cloud Day, but welcome in. This is Tech Talk Women Sakurai. Every day of the week is a different certification. Every day of the week is a different certification. So today is Friday. So Friday is Cloud Plus. Tomorrow's going to be AWS Cloud Practitioner. So if you're planning on taking the certification, hi King. If you're planning on taking the certification, this is specifically Comptia Cloud Plus, and the questions will be from Domain 3. So if you plan on taking the certification, do answer the questions. If you answer with ease, you know you're ready for the certification. If you're struggling a little bit, polish up before you take the certification, okay? So welcome in, welcome in.
So yeah, the previous question was from yesterday. So yesterday was
Security Plus. Yeah.
Sorry, what was it? Let me just undo this and let me just go back to the previous question. Okay. Yeah, so the answer was C.
Okay.
Right?
But do come tomorrow, Thursdays though. Thursday Security Plus.
Okay.
All right. Sure, we're from hi Ken. How are you? How's Florida, Ken? Welcome in, welcome in. Hi CSSP. All right, an organization. Oh, okay, straight to the point. An organization suffered a critical failure of its primary data center and made the decision to switch to the DR site. After 1 week of using the DR site, the primary data center is now ready to resume operations. Which of the following is the most efficient way to bring the block storage in the primary data center up to date with the DR site? Hi, Devontae Souls. How are you? All right, we have A. That was CSSP. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, what's the answer? Wow, other people join.
Yeah. So it says an organization suffered a critical failure of its primary data center. And made the decision to switch to DR, right? I know most people will be familiar with what DR is, right?
Hi, Borgon.
Yeah,
Welcome
but
in.
DR is what is disaster recovery site, right?
Not Dominican Republic.
So most companies have this type of setup, right? Most companies. I wouldn't say every single company, right? Because companies, it varies, right? You might have small businesses and all that, but for enterprise
purposes,
enterprise world, you would see the DR, disaster recovery, right? So, so basically, setting up, and it depends. We have a few variances of disaster recovery sites, right?
Okay.
You can have a hot site, you can have a cold site, you can also have a warm site, right? So it depends, right? So basically the whole point of disaster recovery site is if something happens to your primary location, right? Your business will still continue to do business as usual, right? Okay. So most of the time company usually mimic the same infrastructure that they have on their primary location in the secondary, right? It might be exactly the same. Sometimes there might be a few things that need to be added before it's fully functioning. But yeah, so that's the whole point of disaster recovery, right?
Okay.
So there was a critical failure on the primary site, right? So that is when the DR comes in. So now they made the decision to switch to the disaster recovery site. So after a week, now the primary site is all ready to go. So now they want a way of efficiently, right? And that's the keyword here. The most efficient way to bring the block storage in the primary data center. Right?
Okay.
So most we store from, so I think all these options are possible answers, right? However, the most easiest one, or the most efficient one, is to set up replication.
So
Right.
A.
Yes. So replication, what it does is it usually syncs or synchronize only the changes, right?
Okay.
So if there was like, I don't know, 2 gig of data that was changed, right? It would just sync that specific change. That's it, right?
Okay.
Instead of restoring full backup, right? So the most efficient is A.
Okay, so a few things. I'm going to start. Devontae, well, thank you. Okay, CSSP says that I would think that replication would already be in place. You would have to change the replication back, right?
True.
Okay, so A. Borgie, yeah, we were a little late today, but
Yeah,
normally
we
it's
were.
9 p.m. Eastern time. CSSP says, Borgen thought it was C.
Okay.
He says, so you can validate the data, question mark. But CSSP also said that nowadays you have CDN and have the ability to auto recover from a different region, then replicate.
Can you explain a little about the CDN? Yeah, because remember, CDN use case wouldn't be ideal for every single storage or every single disaster recovery scenario. So if you can just explain the
That's a lot of
the
typing for CSSP.
CDN part of it.
Okay. All right. Can you explain Borgen's part of C? It says C question mark. So you
C
can
refers
validate
to-
the data. C.
Okay.
Restore incremental backups.
So with the validate the data question mark, what do you mean by validate the data?
At this point, you might
So
as well have them come on.
incremental backup, as I said, will be an ideal, right?
Oh.
But it would add extra overhead, right? For backup and restore, right? So this here, the keyword here is backup,
Hi, Ali.
right?
Ali.
So instead of syncing the 2 locations, you are not syncing. You are backing up in a different location.
Okay.
And then now you have to restore from that different location. But the replication is basically keeping those 2 in sync.
Okay, since
Right.
you're on Borgen, Borgen said like incremental means short stages, right? So
Yep.
you would validate the data in small steps. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, backup wouldn't be most efficient, right? Replication, basically having those 2 sites be in sync, right? It's way better than backing up in a different location and then now restoring back.
But so incremental means, so I think what Borgen also was pointing is that we'll see work in essence.
It would work.
It
As
would
I said,
work. So
every
C would
single
work. Okay.
every single option here would work. But
Okay.
which one is the most efficient right?
Way. Okay.
Yeah.
CSSP says CDN content delivery network, like having everything in AWS and Azure, it would be expensive.
Yeah, it would be expensive.
Okay.
It would be expensive. So yeah, and cloud is actually one of the best option for disaster recovery, right? But in this question, it's saying that they have a DR site, right? So they are not really using cloud.
Okay.
Right? But yeah, using cloud would be the best option.
Okay. Borgen says, yeah, it makes sense. Thank you for
Okay.
explanation. All right, welcome in. This is TikTok Women Sakurai. Every day of the week is a different certification. Keyword for people breaking newly into IT, or if you're already in IT and plan on taking a certification, we ask that you stop on by. If you do, answer the questions. Gauge yourself. If you're answering with ease, you know you're ready for the certification. If you're struggling a little bit, you know that some polishing is needed before you go ahead and take the certification. The people in the chat are highly intelligent people with CISSPs and whatnot, and different certifications. They have 5, 10, 15, 25, 35 years experience in the chat. So do not hesitate to ask your questions. And if Raymond is saying something that doesn't make sense, respectfully, all I ask is you be respectful, respond. Other than that, I'll block you. But other than that, welcome in. This is Raymond. He has over 30 plus certification, including all his AWS and his CSSP, with a few other ones up there and counting. So welcome in, okay? There's no such thing as a dumb question. Don't forget that. I will ask the dumb questions for you. All right. Ni Tete, I think that's what he says. Replicate will restore one's essential Is that a
exactly essential?
mirror? Essentially, is it? I don't know if it's a.
It's essentially mirror. Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you are not too sure if it's a misspelled or actual.
IT
Yeah,
thing, so I don't know. So that's why.
Yeah,
So.
but I haven't seen this specific IT
Re-
term before. But
Okay,
I think
essentially
it's
mirror exactly the
essentially.
DI site. Okay. CISSP says it just says a disaster recovery site. It doesn't specify that it's not in the cloud.
True. You're right. You're right. True.
Mr.
You're
Analytical.
right. Right? That is correct. You're right. You're right.
Welcome in workplace. Okay. Welcome in. Next question. Is this the next question?
Yes, that's the next question.
IT's pretty fun. I don't know. But okay. It's all fun until we get to Linux. So, a cloud engineer is responsible for managing a public cloud environment. There is currently one virtual network that is used to host the servers in the cloud environment. The environment is rapidly growing, and the network does not have any more available IP addresses. Which of the following should the engineer do to accommodate additional servers in this environment?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome in. Oh, you work in IT? Okay. That's good of Linux. I did some pen tests. Did you? I can't stand Linux. And I'm not even into IT, so apparently it's fun for you guys. I can't stand it. Every time we get into it, it's quite boring for me, but it's when the Linux enthusiasts sort of course, cloud would mean Azure, AWS and GCP. We all know the cloud just means a computer somewhere. Okay, CSSP. The experienced people sometimes, they flex their muscles, but don't hesitate to ask your questions. Oh, did we get answers?
It
didn't change, right?
Yet.
Oh, okay. Okay, Ken says we'll say C. Hi, DevOps. Ray.
So yeah, this question is a little. I don't want to say cloud centric.
But we're doing cloud.
I know, but it's.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like it's a little.
Hey, Village Boy, hold on. Yesterday, I don't know if you were around. Yesterday, he was talking about some questions that were CISSP related, right? So he told people to get this book. I don't know if you got it. So I told him to tell you if you're still there. So if you want, I'll send you a picture, okay? All right, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
So yeah, it's a little. I would say experience-based question.
Okay.
Right. It's not your beginner-friendly question here.
Mm-hmm.
You have to build a virtual network in the cloud and a few configuration before this will make a little sense.
Welcome. Ray. Is this a boot camp? No, it's just IT study room.
Yeah,
he just questions that people answer and whatnot. Why are you interested in the boot camp? Oh, what's the answer?
Yeah, so the answer would be A.
A?
The answer would be A.
Answer. A.
Yeah, the answer would be A.
Hey, Whitney, are you even following Whitney? Are you following? All right, the answer is A?
Yeah, the answer is A. This question is very loaded, right? Mm-hmm. So it's saying that a cloud engineer is responsible for managing a public cloud environment. Mm-hmm. There is currently one virtual network, right? That is used to host the servers in the cloud. The environment is rapidly growing, and the network does not have any more available IP. So in this case, we are talking about the same one virtual network, right? There's no more IP, right? Which of the following should the engineer do to accommodate additional servers in the cloud, right? When it comes to cloud and you are building a network in the cloud, right? And with the network, creating a network and assigning IP addresses. Once you finish with that implementation, I think it's the same thing on-prem. On-prem might be a little different. But yeah, if you create a virtual net, I think on-prem will also be the same thing. Create a network and assign IP addresses to it. And once there's no more IP addresses, right, you can't just go back and redo the IP scheme again. It wouldn't work, right? So the only option is to create another network, right? And then now you can set up peering, right?
Wait, see,
Mhm.
MC, I'm not sure if it says that, a public IP is only $5 a month.
$5.
Oh,
Right?
that's
Okay.
five a month, so they will need another one. And then
Mm-hmm.
CISSP says that for this, I would put up an app gateway and
Okay.
have routing.
Okay.
Okay. And then Ray says he needs to talk to his manager to increase the budget because he got one VPC. What is a VPC?
A virtual private cloud. I'm going to explain that. So those
Okay.
that have experience, you guys understand all this stuff. But I'm gonna break
Some
it
of
down.
us, this is supposed to be
in a
beginner
few.
friendly, so welcome in, okay?
Yes, beginner friendly.
All right, go ahead. What's
So, so the answer is A, right? So
A,
create a new VPC, and then you can you can set up a peer, right? I'm going to show that in a few.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Which other answer option do we get before I go to my
The
drawing
people,
board?
it was the experienced people that answered, and mostly all of them said A.
Okay.
Wait, right? I think they all said A. I don't know. Was the C for this one? No, I think it was A. The C was the other
Yeah, it
one.
was A.
All right, so it was A. Welcome
Okay.
in, welcome in. He's gonna go show his screen.
Let me switch screen here.
Oh, tell me. I'll have him answer in a few. Hi, fix your gram O2. Welcome in, welcome in.
Oh, okay. So what's up? What did you?
You're working AWS. Oh, you have AWS. Well, this is Raymond. He has all his AWS certification. So we do AWS on Saturdays. So do stop on by, okay? 9 p.m. Eastern time. Just so the other people can learn as well.
Okay, so whose question was you?
Tammy
Okay.
says, oh, wait, I lost a lot. Tammy says, could you use VLSM? VLSM, yeah, what is that?
So remember, it's variable length subnetting, right?
Mhm.
So subnetting your IP address based on your needs, right? So
Okay.
based on the number of devices that is in each network, right?
Okay.
However,
Mhm.
the VLSM has already been done previously. That is why the network is set up, right? So the network administrator was thinking that how he or she has subnetted the network is ideal and it would work. However, the devices the resources keep growing, right? So they need more. So the administrator didn't do a good job of subnetting in the first place. That is why we are here. Right?
I don't know if I read CSSP thingy, but it says because internal networks, you can just expand it. It's
Internal network, okay.
Yeah, you can expand it, but it's public that we need to
There
add
you
a
go.
gateway.
Okay. So internally, you can expand it, and you don't need any other creating a new network, right? But in the cloud, once you set up your you have an IP address, you create your subnetting, assign the IPs and all that. You can't go back and make changes to IP, right? The only option is to create a new network, right? So let me switch here.
All right, welcome in as he switch screens to show whatever he's going to show over there.
Okay.
This is Tech Talk Room and Sakura. Every day of the week is a different certification curated for people breaking newly into IT, or if you're already in IT and you're planning on taking certifications. We go live 9 p.m. Eastern time. Today is Friday, so Friday is normally Cloud Plus. Saturday is AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday is AZ 900. Monday is Comptia A Plus. Tuesday is Network Plus. Wednesday is Linux Plus. Thursday is Security Plus, and again Friday is Cloud Plus. He goes domain by domain to explain the question, and there's no such thing as a dumb question when you come in, especially if you're planning on taking it. The people here in the chat, they are experienced. Hi Chocolate, they're experienced, and there are people like me in the chat as well. By me, I mean people don't have much interest, but still want to learn in a way. So don't hesitate to ask your questions. Okay, all I ask is that you're respectful. If you're not, I will block you. This is Raymond. Oh, okay, welcome in. This is Raymond. He has over 30 plus certifications, including all his AWS certification, CSSP, and some Comptia up there. Okay, I'm just stalling while he gets ready for the other side. And the person asked, and I'm sorry, I saw the question, but I didn't see the person asking, so forgive me that I'm not saying your name. But the YouTube name is the same thing up here. So Tech Talk Room and Sakurai. So the full video will be posted on YouTube. Okay, and happy Ramadan to you as well.
You didn't change that one?
What?
We did.
Oh, it was supposed to be up there.
Yeah.
It's on this one though. You
Yeah,
didn't put
it's
the right
on
one.
YouTube, yeah.
All right. I'll type it in. So it's Tech Talk Room and Sakurai. Okay. All right, we're ready for you.
All right. So the question is saying that a cloud engineer is responsible for managing a public cloud environment. there is currently one virtual network. All right. So first of all, let's talk about let's talk about network, right? What a network is. I'm going to break it down as in the dumbest way possible.
What is that supposed to mean? It's simplest is the right
I mean,
verbiage.
it might be
Dumb
a
to the
little
experience.
probably to the average person.
Okay.
Right? But yeah, the whole point is to so that you can remember,
Understand.
right, or
Okay.
understand, right? Let's talk about network, right? So a simple example might be, let's use
It's so simple. Oh, so I just sent you the name. TikTok affiliate. Okay, we're waiting for you.
yeah.
Okay. Do you want me? Do you?
No, I'm okay. So let's talk about let's talk about network, right?
Okay.
So
I'm sorry.
if you work with a company, yes.
What are you doing? You're explaining this question?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
explaining
okay.
this question starting off with a network.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Sure.
So if you work with an organization, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time you have different departments,
Mhm.
right? You would have, I don't know, obviously you have what? You have IT, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have IT. You have HR, right? Which one else? You have sales, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So now, all these departments have different job roles, right? And also with the resources that they are using, right? Someone in IT wouldn't use the same resources as what someone in HR or finance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Similar to someone in sales wouldn't work with an S, sales.
Mm-hmm.
Someone in sales wouldn't need the same resources as well as someone in IT, right? So what most company does is they have to segment all these departments, right?
Mm-hmm.
So IT would have their own network, right? HR will also have their own network. Sales will have their own network, right? So network is basically a way of segmenting each department, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is how it is. So now, if someone is in IT,
Mm-hmm.
right, they wouldn't be able to communicate with HR,
Okay.
right? That is the default behavior of a network,
Okay.
right? If someone is in sales network, they can't communicate with someone or cannot communicate with resources,
Mm-hmm.
to be specifically in other departments, right?
Okay.
So now let's bring this to the cloud. So in the cloud, when you first set it up, right, and you create before you create a resource,
Mm-hmm.
right, you have to create something called, this is AWS specific, VPC, right, Virtual Private Network.
Network. CSSP says a force IT can communicate with everything. IT has all the power. What is a force IT?
Yeah, what is false IT?
Do tell us.
Yeah.
Tell us. Oh, and Omar says is certified. I'm a certified VNet SME. I can tell you it's A.
VNet. Oh, okay.
Omar,
Okay.
Omar,
Cool.
it is A.
Well, why would you? Can you explain a little more
As to what?
from your expert point of view?
Oh. Okay. The answer is A, but now he wants to break it down for everybody.
Yeah.
apparently,
So with the cloud, right?
Oh, okay. False IT. Okay. I get it.
Not true. Okay.
Sorry. See, I just feel like y'all need to explain everything. I'm sorry. Thank you, though. Thanks, Chocolate. Okay.
So with the cloud, anytime you want to create a resource, the resource has to be in a network, right? I believe Microsoft Azure calls it virtual network, right? Virtual network. But AWS specifically calls it VPC, right? Virtual Private Cloud, right? It's the same concept, right? They are all network, right? So in order for you to create anything in the cloud, you need to I mean, depending on the resource, right? Some resources doesn't live in the cloud, just to clarify.
Okay.
But yeah, you need to create a VPC, right? So with the VPC, what you have it's a network, right? So you have an IP address, right? So this would be the VPC, right? And you have an IP, right?
Wow.
The IP that they gave you.
Are you drawing now?
No, I'm not. So yeah, so the IP that they will give you, right?
We're gonna be here all day.
It's up to you to sign the IP address or subnet the IP address and assign it to individual resources, right? So if you subnet or if you divide your IP, right, and you divide it in such a way that your IP address will be able to accommodate 25 of devices, right? That will be it. Once you get to the limit of 25, you cannot provision any more virtual machines.
Oh,
right?
okay. Omar says that basically added more houses to the same street.
There you go. That is a good example. That is actually a good example, right? Yeah, I was going to use a different analogy, right? But yeah, that is a good thing, right? So yeah, so you subnetted the network for 25, right? So the virtual machines that you're going to have on this specific, let's say, I don't know, VPC1, right? This is VPC1, right? Would be 25, right? So the question is saying that they created a network, right? And then now the resources in the network is growing. So the 25 that they initially assigned wouldn't be enough anymore, right? So now what option do they have?
Omar, you funny. In the club, we're all pairing.
Right? So now in the cloud, right, you can't just go ahead and start adding devices or adding extra IP, right? So you have to make sure you assign or you subnet the IP in a way that it will be ideal for this case, right? So yeah, so now this is exhausted, right? The 25 IP address is exhausted, right? So the other option that you have is to create another one, another VPC.
Working on the Discord, okay? Working on it.
Right, so this will be, let's say, VPC2, right? And then now you can assign an IP address of I don't know, 550, right? Let's say 50, right? So now these resources that will be here and resources that will be here will need to communicate with each other in a way, right? And that is why you need peering, right? So peering is basically connecting one VPC to the next or one network to the next, right? So that's the whole point of this specific question.
All right, so to clarify, the answer is A. Welcome in. This is Tech Talk with Sakura. Every day of the week is a different certification curated for people breaking newly into IT. Are you going to the next section or you still explain?
Yeah. The answer is A, right? So A says that create a VPC, right? VPC might be a little confusing, right? I believe VPC is specific to AWS, right? Someone can correct me if I'm wrong.
You
VPC
know what with the certification?
Yeah, I've seen VPC in AWS, right?
Oh, okay.
However, I haven't really seen that in
okay.
in Azure. They usually say virtual network, right? So yeah, if VPC is used anywhere else, please let me know. So yeah, so basically create a new network, right? So create a VPC, create a new
VNet
network.
Azure.
VNet Azure.
Is that the same thing? I don't know.
Yeah, VNet, which is a virtual network. Yeah, so we don't see VPC specifically, so it'll be a little confusing, right? So yeah, so the VPC is basically creating another network, and then you pair that network with the old one, right? So that resources can communicate back and forth.
Or
right?
gateways to connect to Azure. So many complications per Omar.
Right, so it's similar to having two islands, right? It's similar concept, right? So Yeah, let's simplify it a little more.
Okay, why you do that? Welcome in, welcome in. Every day of the week is a different certification. If you're not following, follow. Today is Friday. Friday is Cloud Plus. Tomorrow is going to be AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday is going to be AZ 900. Monday is Comptia A Plus. Tuesday is Network Plus. Wednesday is Linux Plus. Thursday is Security Plus. And then obviously Friday is going to be Cloud Plus. For the meantime, he answers the question domain by domain. This is Raymond. He has over 30 plus certification, including all his AWS certifications, CISSP, and some CompTIA and some things up there, and still counting. So if you're not following, follow. Full video will be posted on YouTube. The people in the chat would answer just in case Raymond does not answer, and all I ask is you're respectful, not disrespectful. All I ask is that you're respectful. If not, I'll block you. But welcome in. He's Cloud Plus. He's over explaining, but the idea is that you pass the certification. So apologies if you're experienced. Bear with us, non-experienced people. Okay.
Yeah, and it would make sense to beginners, right? So the whole series is beginner friendly, right? So
and the OGs in the chat will help out if we're going too slow for them. Okay.
So yeah, so
sorry, what was the answer? It was A, Cyril. It was A. Sorry.
So yeah, so we have two islands, right? Island 1 and 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can this will do a network, right? So you can keep that in mind. So network 1, network 2, right? So by default, if you're on this island, you wouldn't be able to go on to the next one. I mean, obviously, if you have a boat, you can, right? But right, but the only way that you can cross to the next one island is to have either a bridge or a tunnel, right? So this will be the pier that we're talking about on the answer number A, right? So yeah, so that is it. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. If not, let me know.
Sorry, I was trying to respond. I was trying not to. Okay. So still the answer was A. Malovex is AZ104, not yet. Okay. Burma A is saying that C should be the answer. Because then Omar says C wouldn't be because you circular options are already there for DHCP. So it is A rather. Yes, Burma, the answer is A.
Yeah.
Sir.
And I'm talking specifically from the cloud perspective. Once you create a VPC or create a network and assign a subnet, you can't just go back and remodify the network. Right? You have to create a new network.
Okay. What you said.
All right, so let's switch.
Welcome in. If you're not following, follow.
Okay.
As he goes to the next question. So I realized that my preamble is actually important because yesterday I realized that people told me out. And I can't do it right without me sitting up here. All the same, welcome in. Okay, welcome in. This is Sec Talk. Okay.
I think we've seen this before.
But some people are new, so it's A because you already answers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Okay. A system administrator is migrating a bare metal server to the cloud. Which of the following type of migration should the system administrator perform to accomplish this task?
Which one do you think the answer is?
I remember this question. I do. Don't remember the answer. No, I don't. Bare metal, I remember bare metal, you said is the actual product itself. So if they're moving it to the cloud, I think it'll be, I want to say C. No, John said otherwise.
C is P2P.
So was it be physical to physical?
Yeah, physical to physical. But remember, you can't.
D.
You can't physical in the cloud.
Oh, you can't. So D.
So it'll be.
Not like I'm taking the exam anytime soon, but Can I get some? Thank you.
All right. So. Yeah. So the answer will be D, right? So it's saying that a system administrator is migrating a bare metal server, right? So anytime you hear bare metal, keep in mind that it's literally a physical machine, right? It wouldn't be it can be a laptop, right? But a physical machine, right? Or server or desktop.
So
right?
something you could touch, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So bare metal server, so physical server, right?
Okay.
So now, they are migrating physical server to the cloud, right? Which option do they have? So the V2V, meaning virtual to virtual. So you're moving a virtual server to virtual, right?
Okay.
V2P means from virtual to physical, right? So that is, so if you see the V is virtual, if you see P is physical, right? But yeah, so since the question says bare metal server, right? We know that the migration will be from what? A physical server, which is what? P, right? To in the cloud. You can't move your physical server to the cloud, right? You always have to create what? A virtual machine. Right? So that is why the answer is D. So from your bare metal server, which is physical, you're going to move it to a virtual machine in the cloud.
Right? I have everybody answered D. Well, the people that were going to answer
exactly
D.
Right.
But welcome in as he goes to the next question. This is Tech Talk with Sakura. Every day of the week is a different certification curated for people breaking newly into IT, or if you're already in IT and plan on taking a certification, we actually stop on by. The point is that you get the answers wrong here so you can get it right on the exam, right? So that's the whole point. So if you're not understanding something, do extra questions. The people in the chat are highly intelligent people. They will answer. If they don't answer, Raymond will answer. So again, there's no such thing as a dumb question, so do extra questions. If you're not following, follow. This is Raymond. That's his certifications up there. So yeah, follow. All right. Did I say every day of the week is a different certification? Okay, so today's Cloud Plus. Tomorrow's going to be AWS Cloud Practitioner.
And all the certification I go by domain, right?
Okay.
So most of the time you realize that the questions are
repetitive
in a way, right? So go domain by domain. So if you see that, it's just basically a reinforcement learning in a way, right? So
sounds like jail.
Take it away.
An update is being deployed to a web application, and a system administrator noticed the Cloud SQL database has stopped running. The VPN is responding to pings, and there were not any configuration changes scheduled for the VM. Which of the following should the administrator check next? Okay, we have D and A. Okay, Chuck says D. Any more takers? C can't be the answer. Why not? Okay, ready for you when you are. Okay, Dawn says B. Welcome in, Dawn. Omar's come with the confidence. It's A. C could be as well. Oh, but Barima said it can be C. Okay, what's the answer?
The answer is A. The answer is A.
Oh, okay.
So it says
John.
An update is being deployed on a web application, and a system administrator noticed the Cloud SQL database has stopped. Right? That's a keyword that you can also keep in mind. Right? The database has stopped running. The VM is responding to ping, right? So meaning the virtual machine is alive or it's online, right? The virtual machine hasn't shut down, right? So that might be an issue, right? If the ping is not it's not really returning or responding back, then you know that there's issue with the virtual machine itself, right?
So if the ping is not pinging. Just so the rest of us would know. Okay, check the logs. Okay, Omar says that every issue I get, I gotta look at VM logs.
Yeah.
Where's CSSP? CSSP, you left. Check the logs. Okay, it's A. Oh, it's C. No, the answer was answer.
Yeah, the answer is A.
It's A. O is A. Okay.
It says the virtual machine is responding to ping, and there were not any configuration changes scheduled, right? So there weren't any changes made to the virtual machine. Which of the following should the administrator check next? So another keyword here, next, right? So the other answer option might be ideal as well, right? But what would be the immediate item to check.
Okay.
Right.
So can you explain why it's not D? Because majority of the answers were D.
So memory might be well, an issue, right?
What is
that
memory?
that the memory
D?
of the virtual
Oh,
machine.
C. Oh, you explained C. I thought you were saying D. Okay.
Someone said D. I thought someone said said C.
No, a lot of people said D's.
Okay.
There were some D's.
Oh, D's.
But so
okay.
I'm saying, why is it not D?
So D is graphical process unit,
Okay.
right? That is for the graphics of the computer, right?
Okay.
Graphics doesn't have anything to do with the SQL database, right?
Okay.
If you are playing video games, then GPU might be an option, right? Or might be something that you have to look into, right? C is a possible answer, right? If there's a memory issue, right, it might cause the database to stop, right?
Okay.
However, how would you know if it's a memory issue or not? By viewing the logs.
Okay,
Right, that
which
would
is
tell
what
you.
Omar was saying. Borgan, are you still there? I didn't hear Borgan's answer. John says the pink response will rule out the firewall, and the
There you go.
GPU would normally not be on a web server. Comedy and fails. Yes, the answer was A. Omar also says the firewall for rejection, memory for crashes, GPU. For slow VPMs are for graphical interface. All right, welcome in for the Philippines. Oh my goodness, how are you? Are you not familiar with cloud? Oh, you are gonna be though. Are you planning on taking a certification, Borgan? C might be. John says C might be the cost. Would not be a thing to check next.
Exactly,
Okay.
It might be a course, right?
Okay.
So the question is saying what next?
Okay.
Right.
So how is So is this step by step hypothetical? Does it work for individuals, or everybody's supposed to know that this is the step of operation?
I mean, some will be experience based, right?
Okay.
Some would be step by step, right?
Okay.
And especially with Comptia, they have their step by step troubleshooting methodology, right? One, I think, I have to verify the steps, right? But I think the first step, or the first is to validate if the issue really exists. So if a user calls you and it tells you that, hey, I'm unable to go online, right? Go to google.com, right?
Okay.
The first step is to validate or verify what the client or the end user is claiming, right?
Okay.
Sometimes you might go there and then you go open up a web browser and then the website is working, right? So you just don't jump into changing the memory, right?
Okay.
And then the client might tell you that, oh, I was trying to use Microsoft Word to go to facebook.com, right? So you have to validate the claim first. No, it might be possible,
All
right?
right, and Samir, I see your question. I'll have him answer in a few, please. All
right? It might be because remember, the end users are not really that technical, right? So just validate, and that will be the first step. Validate if the issue even exists before you do anything else, right?
Okay.
And I think another step, I'm not sure if the second or the third step, is to have a probable cause.
Yes, the answer was A. Sorry.
Probably have to look at that, but yeah, basically have a list of probable cause. What do you think the issue might be, right? So a good example is going to look at the logs and see what the log says, the last information on the log, right? That will give you some sort of idea what might have happened, right? In the log, you might see some memory, I think OOM, that would be a memory issue, right? That you realize, okay, I think it might be a memory issue, right? So let me actually share my screen.
Okay, while you do that, Art wants to know, how would you resolve the common pooling issues with VM applications?
Common what?
Pooling issues. Pooling issues with VM applications.
Can you?
All right, can you elaborate more on your questions? And then Samir wants to know, for someone getting into a junior DevOps, do I need a Comptia certification? Oh, we're frozen.
Okay. All right. Let me read.
Hold on.
Okay. Is it the same? Yes.
It doesn't want us to be great, guys. Hold on. But can you hear us though?
Let me switch it and see.
Hold on.
Okay, that is fine.
Okay, all right. He's gonna switch it and then bring it back in. Hold on. First of all, those
Yeah, so DevOps, right? Someone said, do I need what? Comptia?
Yeah.
I mean, Comptia certifications,
Okay, Comptia certifications.
yeah, gives you the solid foundation that you need in
Oh, we're
information
good now.
technology,
Okay.
right?
All right.
So if you're a beginner or beginning or want to get into information technology, I recommend taking taking Comptia certification, right? And if you're a beginner, I personally don't think you should dive straight into DevOps as a beginner. But everyone's may vary, right? But I don't recommend diving straight to DevOps if you are fresh into information technology.
Okay.
Get a few hands-on job roles before you dive into the DevOps.
Okay. I have Comptia security. Okay. All right. Welcome in. He's trying to fix the camera. Also, that picture up there. If somebody's just coming in and they're looking at a picture, it's very questionable.
Okay. Let me
welcome in. This is Tech Talk Women Sakura. Every day of the week is a different certification. Yes, the answer for this was A. So today is Cloud Plus. Tomorrow is going to be AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sundays AZ 900. Mondays Comptia A Plus. Tuesdays Network Plus. Wednesday is Linux Plus. Thursday is Security Plus. And again, Friday is going to be Cloud Plus. If you're not following, follow. He goes live 9 p.m. Eastern Time, so he's working on that. The person acts in Minnesota and have a Comptia Security Plus with active clearance. What certifications will help me get a job? He's in Minnesota. Why did you say that?
Yeah,
but
so
he has Security Plus and has an active clearance. What certifications can help him get a job?
Which certifications?
He already has Security Plus, and he has a clearance.
I think the Security Plus should do the trick. Are you at least getting interviews, or what is your situation looking like?
He's gonna say if you're not getting interviews, it might be your resume. So you probably might need to fix your resume.
But if you are getting some interviews, but they're not calling you back, then
okay. All right, we're back.
Yeah. So let me share this here.
Okay, the answer was A. This is like the second question. We're gonna be here for a long time. A very long time.
So let me add this here.
Art is asking what certification do you suggest getting first when getting into a service desk role? That's the same. That's the same thing as help desk.
Yeah.
Okay.
So A plus, right? I recommend A plus as the first certification. Next one should be Network Plus.
Okay. All right. Oh, Chocolate wants to know how does one get security clearance?
So security clearance, most of the time, it's sponsored by the organization, right? So if you're in the military, you're going to get a security clearance depending on your job role.
Okay. And but if you're not in the military?
If you're not in the military, if you apply to federal contracting companies like Lockheed,
Palo Alto.
I think they do work with
Palo Alto.
I think they do work with the federal government. So
okay.
Yeah, so depending on the role, you might need some sort of clearance. So that the company will sponsor you. Yeah, you can't individually just go and say that, hey, I want clearance. That doesn't work. Right? A company has to. So
then, if the person is working in their environment, for instance, I'm working in Lockheed already, and I don't have clearance, do I go to my supervisor and tell them I want clearance, or is there a job role specifically for clearance?
Job role specifically.
Okay.
Right. So maybe you started off with a help desk, right? I mean, help desk, you don't really need clearance that much, right? Okay. But as you grow in your role, or as you become, they promote you and all that, then they will. You would be exposed to other information which needs clearance. Right?
Okay.
Or you can just switch your job role to a role that requires clearance.
Okay. Right? Of course, welcome in. Welcome in. This is Tech Talk. He's just bringing up something.
Yeah, so I'm bringing up a Ubuntu. Yeah, this is Ubuntu machine, right? So
why?
To show the log.
I thought we only do Ubuntu and Linux.
Remember, most 80 percent of the systems out there run on Linux, right? So
It's giving me a flashback from Linux. I'm like, this is not Wednesday.
so with Ubuntu, right? When you type general CTL, right, it will give you the logs, right? So now, once you check the logs, right, you see, okay, scroll down, right, it gives you a few information about my system, right, and what happens, right? Another option is to use the general CTL-F. I think F, follow. Okay, right? So now it's waiting. So this is in real time, right? If something happens to an application, it will automatically show up here, right?
Okay.
If I open another terminal and try to log in with a failed login, I might, let me see. I will get some sort of, let's try that.
Welcome in. Subhome says Ubuntu, Fedora, Red Hat OS, Parrot OS. Every Linux-based OS is a wrapper on Linux.
You
I don't
see
like
here,
Linux.
right? It says what? Authentication failure,
Okay.
right? So I tried to log in using a different connection. I typed the wrong password, and I see it in real time, right? That is another option of viewing logs in real life or real time, right? So yeah, so viewing the log is an option, right? It tells you everything that is happening on your system, right? So yeah, so the answer is A, right? Logs on the virtual machine.
Okay. Do Linux OS like corporate systems still need EDR like CrowdStrike?
EDR.
Do Linux OS like corporate systems still need? Subject matter says yes, 100%.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've worked with EDR on Windows specific machine. I haven't worked on with it in Linux. But yeah.
Okay. Subhome says half of cybersecurity is just examining logs. Is it? Don't tell people that.
Oh yeah.
Then people are go like, all I have to do is
because remember, cybersecurity is all about investigation. Logs. Yeah, that is it.
Oh, then I can do this. I'm sorry, FBI ain't got nothing.
You're right. Okay. You're right. Yeah, half of it is. I mean, depending on the rule. Right?
Okay.
But yeah, most of it is analyzing.
Because I'm telling you, if you tell people that no wonder everybody want to get into cyber. Red says auth.log or journal. I don't know if you talk about this or talk about what you did before.
Yeah, journal will give you every information, right? But the auth.log would give you specific information related to authentication.
Red, how are you? Okay. All right. 100% yes. Okay. You should do a lot to you should do a lot to harden Linux. Look into SE Linux.
Yep, SE Linux, which is hold on, SE Linux.
Subject
security
matter
enhanced Linux, but it's discretionary mandatory access control, which is the SC Linux. Yes.
Is everybody supposed to know what that means, or if you get it, you get it?
If you know what SC Linux is, because
remember,
there's I think there's two main types of giving access to a file or a folder, right?
Okay.
So if you create a file, you have the discretion to give other people access to your file, right? That is the discretionary access control, DAC, right? Okay. However, we also have mandatory access control, which means regardless of who created the file, right? The admin has has the authority to overwrite your permission rule, right? So you might decide that I'm going to share this with my friend in a different department, right? Discretionary, you can do that. However, if you have SC Linux, which is mandatory access control, then although you might try to share it, it wouldn't work, right? The mandatory access control will overwrite your permission and all that.
Got it.
But yeah.
Welcome in. This is Tech Talk with Ms. Sakurai. Every day of the week is a different certification. Curated for people breaking newly into IT, or if you're already in IT and plan on taking a certification. We go live 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Today is Friday, so Friday is Cloud Plus. Saturday is going to be AZ No, Saturday is going to be AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday is AZ 900. Monday is Comptia A Plus. Tuesday is Network Plus. Wednesday is Linux Plus. Thursday is Security Plus. 9 p.m. Eastern Times. Question based plus a lot of explanation. Red, you know it. If you, oh, the people in the chat are. The people in the chat are extremely intelligent people, range from people like me that are still learning to people that have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35 years experience in the chat. So there's no such thing as a dumb question, but do ask your questions. If Raymond doesn't get to it, somebody in the chat would definitely answer you. The experienced people, they love to share their they love to, flex their muscles and share their knowledge. So do ask your questions. There's no such thing as a dumb question. The only thing I ask is that you're respectful. If you're not, I will block you. I should get a shirt that I will block you. What was the answer for this? It was A, LaShawn. It was A. Okay, subject matter says just because you're on the Linux or Mac doesn't mean you won't get malware. So you just have the difference. Okay. And then subject matter, threats and attacks to defend against. Okay. What of SSCP? What is that?
SSCP, is it?
Are you asking if we do that?
I think, no, we don't do that.
Oh, we don't do that. Okay.
I
what
think
is that,
it, is it the same? I think it's also on ISC Square.
Oh, is it on ISC Square? Do tell.
I haven't.
Oh, it is ISC
I haven't
Square.
looked into it specifically.
Yeah.
But I don't think. I mean, most.
He's gonna look into it and probably.
No, most of the ISC Square certification, except for the, I believe the CC. I still think the CC is beginner friendly. Everything else, I don't think it's beginner friendly. But I have to fact check that.
Let's play. Welcome. What of CISA? Is this the next question?
What of? No,
Okay.
no, I'm getting the next
All right,
question.
while he do that, I'm trying not to distract him. So I'll let's play. I'll have him answer in a few. But yeah, so this is Raymond. I'm Jennifer. He has over 30 plus certification, including all his AWS, CSSP, and a few of the Comptia up there, GitHub and all so forth. If you happen to want to rewatch this again, it's going to be on YouTube, the same name. If you happen to want to watch it again, my dream is to be an influencer, so hence why I'm here. Influencing through him. So welcome. If you're not following, follow.
All right, I think we've seen this before, but
some people are new, but
yeah, let's try this.
I guess it's repeating something. And then when you get a chance, can you answer? Let's play. What of CISA?
Okay.
All right, I'll read the questions. Cloud administrator deployed an application to the cloud. The application is configured to use SE3 storage buckets to store files. During testing, the administrator noticed the performance is very slow. When users try to access files in the S3 bucket, which of the following should be done to improve the performance? Oh, okay. Subject matter expert wants to know how long did it take you to get all your AWS certifications? Did you just do the AWS skill builder?
I didn't. I mean, I used skill builder here and there, but I concentrated on using Udemy, and also what's this website?
Is it hands-on website? Okay.
No. There was this. Yeah, it's good for question reviews. I think I.
All right, now he's gonna have to find it.
Yeah, I remember the name, but.
And plus, AWS was paying for it, so.
Yeah.
He was gonna finish it all, definitely.
I have to. I bookmarked this.
Are you planning on getting a golden jacket? Subject matter expert.
I have to look for it.
Okay.
It's on my
laptop.
My laptop.
Oh, he's gonna look for it, and then come tomorrow, AWS, I'll have him find it and give you the name of it. Okay. Okay. What? Let's play. We don't do CISA because it's taking him long to respond. We don't. Okay. Do we do CISA?
No, we don't. I don't. I haven't looked into it either, so I might give you the wrong information. But if anyone has taken that, they can share.
Do
their
help.
insight.
Let's play out, please. But if it is any one of those up there that he's taken, do reach out, even though if he's not teaching it. Okay, what's the answer? I feel like I'm talking to him.
Did we get any answer?
Yeah. Oh, only one answer. Yeah. Why? Everybody else don't know? Guess. I'll be guessing. Okay, subject matter says A. Any other takers?
I think the other time we had two different
answer choices.
Option.
The clerk with the edge cache. Oh, the carp. Oh, carp with the CDN. Hi, Mark Daniels. How are you? JM. Today's cloud day. Any other takers? No? All right. I mean, it looks like it's A, but I'm assuming nobody else is answering because it might be a difficult question. So, do tell.
Yeah, and I mentioned that before. The Cloud Plus is not really your average computer certification. It's a little. It tried to give you more of a real life questions, right? But yeah, it's a little.
What do you mean real life questions? All the questions are not real life?
It is, but it's a little. You have to have a little experience before you can.
Okay, okay.
It seems like
Okay.
right. Web Server 7. Okay.
Accessing. What's the answer?
Okay. So
Before
the
we
answer would
subject
be
matter expert. I have search.
A, which is implement CDN.
Excuse
Right.
me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
It says a cloud administrator deploy an application, right,
Mhm.
to the cloud. The application is configured to use S3 storage buckets, right?
Mhm.
So S3 is AWS
Virtual
specific object storage, right? So basically, it's similar to, I don't want to compare it like apple to apple, but it's similar to using iCloud, right? Or using
Okay.
OneDrive or
Oh,
Google
okay,
Drive,
okay,
right? So you
okay.
just in those storage, you just dump any file that you have in it, right?
NAS?
NAS, network attached storage.
Is that what the
No, that is not network attached storage.
Artistus?
Yeah, that is not network attached
So what is
storage.
it?
Yeah, it's an object storage.
Object
It's an
storage.
object storage.
Oh,
It's
so
not
that's-
really network attached specific storage. No, it's not.
There's different type of storages too.
Yeah, there is.
Oh,
There is.
okay. Which is better for government?
Oh, Azure, hands down. Right, all the federal jobs, yeah, all the states or city jobs that I've held, it's all Azure, right? So they use Azure.
Mm.
Yeah. Yes, it is traditional. I've not seen it in the cloud as
So it's a cloud
network
storage bucket.
attached storage. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a storage object storage. That's it, right? So the whole point. So yeah, think of it as similar to iCloud or OneDrive, right? Just think of it like that, right?
Red is asking, would CDN help here?
Yeah, that the answer is A, CDN.
Oh, the
Yeah,
answer-
it is CDN. I'm going to go to the drawing board in a few, but because I know most people don't know
You're gonna get a lot of color in
what
today.
what CDN is. Most people also would. I think the other time we had the same question. Some people were saying that auto scaling, right? Some people mentioned auto scaling, and I think someone might be thinking auto scaling as well, right? So yeah, we'll see that option in a few. So you just dump all your files and folders and everything in there, right? And most of the time, it's used to host web files. It's perfect, right? So if you have a website and you have a PDF on your website and you want your end users to have access to it. Remember the other time you said there was a file that was named S3 dot something, right? So yeah, so it's easy to have all your files that you need your end users to have access to in S3, right? And then configure enable public access and all that, right? So it's very easy to
Congratulations, Ralph. Ralph
Robin.
says that nice lives every night, and also he just got an offer with AWS in their data center yesterday.
They actually having a lot of roles in
in data center.
in data center. They
Oh,
are building
apply.
a lot of data
Is that the
center.
same thing if somebody's looking for help desk? Is it the same concept?
No. So the
Hi, Johnson.
database, data centers usually Network Plus will help you. Network Plus, and if you want to dive deep, you go Cisco route, right? That is perfect.
Congratulations. Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah,
good
but
you.
for the beginner entry role, Network Plus will be ideal. So get your A plus, Network Plus, and you should.
What's next for you after you get into the job? Don't stay there long, okay? Go to the next round. Okay.
I mean, he'll probably move within. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, So yeah, so I think yeah, so that is S3, right? So yeah, so okay, so the application is configured to use what S3 bucket. During testing, the administrator noticed that the performance is very slow when user try to access the files in S3. Which of the following should be done to improve the performance, right? All right, so
just so subject matter assessed that there would be less requests targeting the origin technically. I think it was
there
talking
would
about
be
something.
less. Okay.
It was previously though. I don't know what he was referring to at the time, but I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the close. I think someone just came in and said B,
Yeah.
right? So the close options would be A or B, right?
Okay.
So I mean, B technically wouldn't work, but I'm
Okay.
going to explain those differences,
Okay.
right? All right, so let me switch back.
Okay.
Get some coloring going.
Well, he gets to the drawing board and decides that he wants to show you coloring. Welcome in.
Alright,
This is Tech Talk Women Sakura. Every day the week is a different certification. If you're not following, follow. Today is Friday, so Friday is Cloud Plus. Tomorrow is AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday is AZ 900. And what else? So yeah, if you're not following, follow. The people in the chat are highly intelligent people. So there's no such thing as a dumb question. If you truly don't know the answer, please ask your questions. Again, the idea is that you get the answer wrong here. So when it gets to the test, you get it right. And also, the full video will be on YouTube. Same name on YouTube. All I ask is that in the chat, kindly be respectful. If not, I will block you. Welcome in. This is Raymond. He has over 30 plus certification, including all his AWS certification and his CISSP and a few of the ones up there. So if you happen to want to take any of the ones that he's taken and we're not covering in the course of the week, do reach out. He would answer, but he has a 9 to 5 and a family, so it might take him a while to respond. Are you ready, or should I keep going?
No, that is fine.
All right.
So in the cloud, right, we have a concept called region, right? Which is basically a group of, I don't want to be too technical, right? But it would be a group of availability zones, right? Basically, in essence, region is what? It's a location. So this can be what? Can be NY, New York, right? A region can be what? New York City, right? Let me add this C to it, right? Right, so New York City, that is a region, right? And then within that region, there will be what? Availability zone, and basically, in essence, there's what? Multiple data center. I believe someone just got a job offer as a data in a data center AWS, right? So yeah, so you might be working in a specific region, right? Or specific data center, right? So now within the region, we have what? Data centers, right? It might be, I don't know, 10 different data centers, right? Grouped as well, availability zone. But I don't want to be too technical, right? So these are all what? Data centers, right? All these are data centers. Right? So now, if you are deploying an application, right, you have option to select a region and also you can select what? Availability zone, right? Or make it simple, a data center that you want to save your information, right? So if you are creating a virtual machine, right? So yeah, whilst you are creating what? A virtual machine, right? You have option to select a specific region. So in this case, we have the NYC, right? New York City region, right? And we have a few data centers in New York City region, right? So now you can decide, hey, I want this virtual machine to be in this specific availability zone or this specific data center, right? So now anytime, so let's say you have a website, right? And the website is created in a region, in a specific availability zone or a specific data center. Anytime a user requests for a web page on your website, the data has to travel all the way to the New York City data center, right? Before the response goes back to the user. So if your user is in Africa, let's say Ghana specifically, right? Meaning there'll be a little delay than someone who is in New York City accessing your website, right? So the answer B, it says that implement auto scaling, right? of the compute resource, right? That would be an answer option, right? And someone might be thinking of that, right? But now with auto scaling group, right? Auto scaling group will be in the same one, in the same region, right? So either ways, it wouldn't make that much of a difference if someone is in Africa or Ghana or trying to access your website, right? So now let's talk about CDN, right?
Wait, why you do that? Red said why you they also explain file, object, and block storage.
Okay, hopefully I have time to do that.
Oh,
But,
okay, all right.
Yeah, because I don't want to make it
Complicated?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
right.
if it happens to come in.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Sorry, CDN.
So now let's talk about CDN, right? So auto scaling will happen in the same region, right? So it wouldn't make any difference if someone is in Africa or in Ghana trying to access your website, right? They will still see slowness, or they will still feel the slowness in your system, right?
Subhomes, patience.
Yeah. So yeah, this is beginner friendly. Beginner friendly live, right? So I try as much as possible to have time for beginners, right? If your experience, this wouldn't help you that much, right? But you are always welcome to share your knowledge in the chat. But I would always take my time to go over for those that don't know, right? All right. With that said, let's go back to the chat. So CDN, right? Content Delivery Network. What it does is it would take your files, right, and move it to edge locations, right? Which means if you're in Africa, there will be an edge location in Africa, right? Maybe Nigeria, right? There will be an edge location in, let's say,
South Africa,
right? There might be an edge location in one of the Asian countries, right? So what CDN does is it would move your data to edge location, right? So edge location in Africa, Nigeria, edge location in Asia, some location, right? So now the copy that you have in the region is available in these CDNs, right? Which is the edge location. So if someone is in Africa trying to access your files, right? They don't have to travel all the way to New York City to access your system, right? They can just use the closest DNS on their end, right? So that would feel like the data is faster, right, than traveling all the way to New York City, right? Okay. So for those that don't know what CDN is, I hope this helps you. But for those that have experience, sorry for wasting your time in a way. But anyways,
for the repetition, don't worry. Welcome in. Was that it for that question, or is there more?
No, that's
more.
Yeah.
I told you it's gonna be a lot of coloring today. Get your coloring books ready. But welcome in. This is Tech Talk with Ms. Sakura. Every day of the week is a different certification curated for people breaking you into IT. As he gets ready for the next question, if you're not following, follow. Today is Cloud Day, so Cloud is going to be what is Cloud going to be today? Tomorrow is tomorrow is AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday is AZ 900. Mondays Comptia A Plus. Tuesday is Network Plus. Wednesday is Linux Plus. Thursday is Security Plus. Okay. The idea is if you plan on taking a certification, do answer the questions wrong here so you can answer it right. But obviously, if you know the answer, answer it right. But don't get bullied by the people in the chat, okay? The experienced people, they like to flex their muscles and they kind of become a little impatient. But they still are willing to show you the ropes if need be. So don't forget to ask your questions. Don't hesitate to ask your questions. The answer will be given. What else? Yeah, so... yeah, if you happen to run a rewatch it's going to be on YouTube, okay? The full-length video is going to be on YouTube. All right, so he's getting the next question. We try to be on for an hour, but, lately.
Yeah, I think I probably have one more question.
One more?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. We're almost done.
Let me see.
So one more question coming through.
Yeah.
You have to switch the camera, by the way.
Yeah, I'm going to switch it here.
Welcome back.
This here.
Okay. Oh, but when you switch it, then the thing comes.
Which one? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Depends. Can it or can it not? Depends. What certifications do you have, Brazen Menace, and what job role did you get with that certification? Out of curiosity. But welcome in. Today is Cloud Plus. Tomorrow's going to be AZ 900. I'm sorry. Tomorrow's going to be AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday is AZ 900. Then back to Comptia again, which is A plus, Network plus, then Linux plus, Security plus. So if you plan on taking any one of those, you could do that. Yeah. So welcome in if you plan on taking a certification. All right. Is this the next question? It didn't change, did it?
Yeah, no, let me
Okay.
just sit here.
All right. Okay. A system administrator is using virtual machines to deploy a new solution that contains a number of applications. Okay. A system administrator is using virtual machines to deploy a new solution that contains a number of application virtual machines, which of the following would provide high availability to the application environment in case of hypervisor failure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what was the answer to the previous question?
I think it was A. Use CDN.
Okay,
That
got
was
it.
it.
Okay, welcome in the Brazen Menace here. So AZ 900 Security Plus Network Plus Splunk. Good job. And you're a junior system analyst. Awesome sauce. What is next for you? What are you taking next in terms of certification if you're planning on taking it? This is Raymond, by the way. That's his certifications up there as well. So this is, we like when people flex their certifications because you study hard for it. So now the question is, with Cloud Plus, would you be able to get a job with just Cloud Plus?
No, you can't get into
That was what the Brazen Menace was trying to get
you
at.
wouldn't. But it's a fundamental certification to you getting one. Getting getting to cloud, right?
Okay.
So it's similar to it's just a stepping stone.
Oh, you're like, I heard FinOps all the
I
time
think
too.
it's
Somebody
read that
else's,
yesterday as well.
yeah. It seems like that's like up and coming up, or is it already there, or is it booming now? I should say. Oh, what's the answer?
So the answer would be
Oh
A.
wait, wait. We're waiting for more people to
You
say.
said what is
I'm
the
sorry,
answer?
I meant to say
okay.
Axel, but you already said it. All
Oh
right,
yeah,
fine.
the answer is A.
Okay.
Anti-affinity rule, right?
Okay.
So it's saying that a system administrator is using virtual machine to deploy a new solution that contains a number of application VMs. Which of the following will provide high availability, right? This is a keyword. High availability to the application environment in case of hypervisor failure, right?
Good night, chocolate. See you tomorrow if possible.
Yeah,
Thanks for
so
joining.
the answer is A, right? So affinity, right, is basically affiliating a virtual machine to a host, right? So in order for you to create a virtual machine, you need what? You need a physical device. Or it's physical computer,
Got
right?
it.
So with physical computer, you can create multiple virtual machines, right? It's up to you. So now affinity is saying that if you I have a virtual machine. If I create a new virtual machine, I want you to affiliate that virtual machine with this specific host or this specific server, right? Anti-affinity is saying that, hey, if I create another virtual machine, make sure it's on it's not affiliated with the other host, right? So basically have another server, right? That would have the VM. So the question basically is saying that which of the following provide high availability, right? High availability is basically if a system goes down, right? Users or end users can also can still have access to your system, right? So if the answer was D, right, which is affinity rule. If you chose affinity rule as the answer, meaning all your virtual machines will be on one host. So now, if something happens to a host, you wouldn't have availability, right? But if you perform affinity rule, meaning you have your virtual machines are on 2, 3, 4 different servers, right? So if something happens to one, you still have the other host that has your virtual machines, right? So that would be high availability.
Got it. Okay, perfect. Any more? That was the
No,
last one.
yeah, I think that should go.
That was the last one. Yay! All right. So tomorrow is going to be a AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday's AZ 900. So if you're not following, follow. Okay. The full video is going to be posted on where it's going to be posted. YouTube. Same name. Okay. Thank you for joining.
All right.
See you tomorrow. Good night. Bye,
guys.
Gorgon. Bye. Good night. So tired today.